Oh, yeah, this is going to be a good one. I'm going to explain to you something that's already started and it's going to affect everybody, every human on this earth. Okay? So I'm going to get into this right now and I'm going to show you something that hopefully it's going to explain a lot to you. And if you don't think you're going to experience it at all, just wait a year from now and see if you feel the same way. Okay? All right. All right, let's get into this. So for the last 2,000 years, we've been in the Lord's love, grace, and His mercy and His forgiveness. That's all coming to an end. That's coming to a change because there's an other side of the coin, and that's God's vengeance when He's had enough. And it's built up for 2,000 years, and now He's had a belly full. So let me show you something where we're going to be experiencing something no matter who you are. And God's getting ready to do some things that you can't even imagine. In fact, I listened to prophecy lately. He says, the churches aren't mine. I'll burn you to the ground. I'll take he says, you people, you're stiff-necked. I'll take your houses away. I'll take your jobs away. I'll take everything away from you so you have nothing. So you'll either look to me, at least if you don't come to me, you'll know that I'm God. Now let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so when Jesus stood up in the temple that day and read from the book of Isaiah, He found the place where it was written. He said, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because He has anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to proclaim the liberty to the captives, and recovery of sight to the blind, to set at liberty those who are oppressed, and to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord. See, this is all prophecy. Well, let me show you what He left off. He didn't finish it. He didn't finish this. Let me show you what He left off. And now that prophecy is getting ready to be fulfilled, whether we want to believe it or not. Okay, he read from Isaiah 61. I'm there now. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because the Lord has anointed me to preach the good tidings to the poor. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and to the opening of the prison to those who are bound, to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord. And this is what he left off. And the day of vengeance of our God. That's what we're getting ready to experience. We're getting to experience God's vengeance now, because He's had a belly full. Yes, God is full of love, grace, and mercy, and truth, and righteousness, and goodness, and kindness, and gentleness, and mercy, and grace, and on and on. But He also has the other side of the coin, where He's also a God of vengeance. He takes vengeance upon those that are doing what they're doing. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what's getting ready to happen to this planet. It's already started. And he's getting ready to rip a new one. I mean, He's had a belly full, and there's people who are going to come to Him because they have nothing left. Because He's going to take it all away. He's going to take down governments. He's going to take down kingdoms. He says, I put governments in. I build up kingdoms and I tear them down, not you people. I'm the one that put these leaders in position because I want them there. So I'd imagine He's going to turn us over some really, really horrible, rotten leaders. He says, you want evil and wickedness? I'm going to give you evil and wickedness like you've never seen before. Get ready. You're going to have evil and wickedness. You people want to keep practicing it? You got it. So now He's going to fulfill the rest of Isaiah 61. See, this is prophecy. The day of vengeance of the Lord. This day was coming. It's called the Great Tribulation. And that's what we're headed into. Matthew chapter 24, Jesus gets into the Great Tribulation. And He says it's going to be so bad. It's never been this bad since the beginning of creation of time on earth. It's never been this. You're never going to see what's getting ready to come. This tribulation is going to be so wicked and so bad upon people. He said men's hearts are going to fail them. He said, you people are going to have heart attacks. I'm going to put the fear of God in you. So you don't have to believe this is going to happen, but let's just see how everybody feels in about a year or two, okay? Let's see if everybody still feels the same way. If you haven't seen what's going on in the United Kingdom, if you haven't seen what's going on all over this world right now, you've been blinded, and you really need to open your eyes. Paul says in Hebrews 10:31, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of a living God. And that's what we're doing. We're falling into the hands of a living God. And He is going to have no mercy on a lot of people. Especially for those mistreating children and what they've done with His children, His spirits. Because we're all spirits in carbon vessels. And if you think we can just get rid of them with, getting rid of children the way they do. I'm not going to say the A word here. You got another thing coming. When we get rid of His souls that He's created, Lord have mercy on those that fall into His hands on the other side to stand before a holy God. Because He's not going to be forgiving. It's going to be the lake of fire, baby. The lake of fire. Burn, baby, burn. So this prophecy is now upon us. This prophecy is going to be fulfilled. Jesus said, every word, every jot and every... He said, heaven and earth will pass away before my words won't. So do you see heaven and earth still here? They haven't passed away. Guess what? They're going to be fulfilled. So if you haven't repented and come to the Lord, by God, I'd do it now. I'd do it now. Because he says, I'm going to send a strong delusion upon you to believe the lies. So in other words, you won't be able to come out of it. You want it this way, you want all the evil and wickedness, he's going to give it to you. So the days of living in his grace and his mercy and his love are coming to an end. The days of his vengeance and him taking care of these matters at hand, because he's not going to let it stand. The day he's warned, he said, I'm done talking. I've talked and talked and talked and talked and talked till I'm blue in the face. I'm not talking no more. Now you're going to see some action. So I hope everybody's hearts are prepared for what's coming, because he said every one of you, even my church especially, because his judgment comes to the church before anybody, to his bride. And he says, I'm going to try every one of you with fire, with fire. So guess what? We're going to be tried with fire, even me. So I better make sure my heart's even right. I'm not just telling you this, I'm telling myself this. So guess what? We all better start paying attention. And you better start getting close to God. Because if you're not, Lord have mercy upon your soul. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye now.